on, and the other company today in focus is Visesh Infotech, a 3-year contract from UK's SMH Marketing. Joining us is Sanjiv Bhavnani, who's the CEO at the company, and he's with us in our Delhi studios. Mr. Bhavnani, thank you very much for joining us today on Terminal Cap.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here with you and your viewers.
Right. If you can tell us a little bit about the order that you've bagged from SMH Marketing, the incremental revenue really and the margins from this order, and of course the quarter in which we'll see a reflection of this.
Certainly. This order is about an outbound GSM sales process which we are running for SMH Marketing, which is a very aggressive and fast-growing company in UK in the mobile services space. This process is to start running from our Gurgaon center in the next 5 weeks. So the impact would be immediate in the current quarter's revenues. We are starting the process with 65 seats dedicated, and we intend to ramp up this to 200 seats in the next 4 months, which would then continue over the next 3 years.
Right. What's the quantum of the order actually?
Beg your pardon?
The quantum of the order. How much is this? What is the order size?
All right. Sorry, there was a slight weak audio signal there. The order size is 45 crores. We're talking about roughly $10 million, of which we would expect about $3 million to come in as revenue to Visesh in the current year, and the balance would be spread over the next 2 years.
Right. And what kind of margin impact do you see from the same?
Any of the processes that we are taking in our KPO and BPO diversification, the margins are typically to the tune of 50% or more.
50%. What are the chances that you could get follow-on orders from this company again?
Well, we are already talking about our second round of orders with them. In fact, the CEO of our US-based joint venture is currently with the customer in London today. And we are already working on some follow-up orders from this company and from the group which owns this company as well.
Okay, is it possible for you to give us some idea of the kind of follow-up orders you can get?
Well, to be entirely honest with you, we are trying at a lot of places. I think it would be premature for us to start, looking at the success of our efforts. All I can assure you is that the efforts are there, and we are working hard at building a decent order book position.
Okay, fair point. In that case, can you just give us a quick update on your product, which is TransXS, in the area of mobile telematics, and can you also leave us with some kind of growth projections for FY06 as well as FY07?
Certainly, I think we have the problem with the audio, but I believe you're asking me about TransXS and the growth potential for TransXS. TransXS is an offering of ours which combines cutting-edge GPS technology with GIS and works over the GPRS network. We have successfully implemented projects using TransXS for fleet management. This is actually controlling and monitoring remote assets of organizations, which could be in a fleet of vehicles. We also have applications for corporate personal movement. This has been something which is fairly new. The kind of complexity that we have within the application for TransXS is something fairly new, not only to India but to a lot of other countries as well. However, the results have been very interesting. We have made some significant wins over the past 1 year since we launched the product, and we have a lot of interest from other countries as well in taking these services for TransXS across to other countries.
Mr. Bhavnani, does the company have any plans to target the logistic, transaction efficiency and distribution management business requirements?
Most certainly. We have our origins we started as a company, as the first Indian company in the ERP space way back in 1989. We have grown as a major player in the ERP space, and adding to that, we have brought in things like point-of-sale systems through our V-Retail offerings, and supply chain management and fleet management through TransXS. So we are definitely looking at positioning ourselves very strongly in the space of end-to-end logistic management.
Right.
And involving the ERP, which remains at the center of all the activities
Right.
that our software is developed for.
Right. Final question on your top line growth for 06 and 07.
Over the coming year, we are expecting to do 100% growth over the previous year. We have had a successful 100% year-on-year growth for the past 2 years as well. The results for this current financial year are yet to be released, which shall happen sometime before the end of June. The audited figures are to be released by the company.
Okay.
But they're going to be pretty much in line with the kind of growth numbers I'm talking about right now.
Right.
We hope that we can sustain this kind of top-line growth and the healthy bottom-line growth also that we have had over the past couple of years would be sustainable over the coming period.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us today on Terminal Cap. Thanks for being with us.